Now, the Human Rights Defense Network for Central Africa, REDHAC, is challenging civil society organizations in the country to push for a Truth, Justice and Reconciliation Commission that will mediate the current crisis in the northwest and southwest regions of the country. At a press conference in Douala today, the Rights Group has proposed a list of renowned African names and says that the electoral process should be stopped to give room for a peaceful solution to the crisis. We have details in this report.
The Central African Human Rights Defenders Network, known by its French acronym REDHAC, has questioned the holding of presidential elections in Cameroon at a time when the country is struck with the war against Boko Haram, the socio-political crisis in the northwest and southwest regions, amongst other difficulties.
How can you organize national election so important for our country when you are sending guns and blood in a very important part of our country, when you know that we have a lot of Cameroonians fleeing abroad, out of country, and children and everybody, when you know that people are no longer working, they are no longer taken in account by the one we put our confidence, our money and all to help everybody in the basis of equality in all, especially when it is about how to renew our confidence in one of them, giving him a blank check for 7 other years. This will bring us many, many other decades of trouble, of war, of divisions, and we are just tearing our country in small pieces.
REDHAC also believes it is high time that Cameroon civil societies come together and put in place an active force like a Truth, Justice and Reconciliation Commission with personalities like Thabo Mbeki, Paul Kagame of the African Union, as well as Cardinal Tumi, where the plight of the people affected by the ongoing crisis across the nation would be heard.
This work in other countries in South Africa because everybody really wanted peace, and especially the head, the top of the country. But this is not the case here. We have a very specific, a very special person at the head of the country he does what he wants to do when he wants to do it. We know that. So we are just, sending an alert to people to try everywhere. Maybe the Pope himself, we don't know. And we are just trying to continue to search someone who can speak to him and be listened.
It has also been observed with deep regrets the ongoing killings in the 2 Anglophone regions and a clarion call launched to the head of state for him to do more to end this arbitrary loss of lives.